Alright, and to wrap this all up, I'm going to show you how to make that Markdown file like he always likes. So our Markdown title, SL problem set 1, Stephen Landry. We're going to make a Word document out of it. Boom. Alright, now it's up here. I'm not really sure what that line does, but in here, hello, this is problem set 1. So this text is just going to be straight up put into the Word document. Problem number 1. And then if I wanted to be nice, I'll go in and remind Shane of what problem 1 actually was. Read the following code and write comments on the line explaining what's going on. And so here, so if you have this string, you see how the background gets a little gray. This line will be actually treated as code. So if I go back in, since I neatly sectioned off each of my problems, I can go in, copy, paste, and that should be it. Yeah, this thing is kind of pre-filled with a bunch of example stuff. So here I would go problem number 2. Since I'm nice, copy and paste what the actual question was. And this echo false just suppresses the actual code and just shows the output, but I want all of it in there. So problem number 2 was all of this. Oh boy. Alright, copy and paste. Alright. And you can keep doing that forever. So problem number 3. Came up. There we go. Formatting. Alright, and you can see this little button, insert a new chunk of code, boom. So you don't have to actually manually type out tick, 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 open bracket, R, close bracket. But it does the same thing. That's problem number 3. Problem number 4. And this should work as well, including data sets. You got to make sure that all the data is easily available. This should be available because I'm putting in the actual location, the file path location of that thing, so it should be able to find it. If I were to just say like read SEV, the name of the file, without having all this stuff, it wouldn't know exactly where to look unless I also told it what my working directory is. But this works for now. Problem number 4. And after this, we'll see what it looks like. You can also add in like clarification. So like some of the time he asks you to like interpret these graphs, and that like you can put down here, and then it should show up. Test interpretation of a graph. Alright, now let's see what this looks like. So if we go to knit word, oh god, I don't know what this is. Normally don't see that, but let's SL PS1. Hopefully that doesn't ruin everything. Hey, there it is. So that's the outside of the code, just normal text. Here's the inside of a code. Looks all pretty, and it even shows you the output of everything. All right, and then even inside of here, before you send it to them, you can, you know, make whatever minor edits to formatting that you want to do. He showed you how you can, you know, make different kind of headers, you know, if you want to make it easy enough for them. But yeah, there you go. That's how you do the Markdown. One other thing about the Markdown, if there's any error in the code, so let's say I forgot a close bracket there, then we'll break everything. So if I try to knit the word, it gives me some type of error. It tries to do it. But let's just, so I definitely have some errors in my code. I try to knit the word. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. Error. Unexpected end at the input 6. So at even line 204. It'll tell you the beginning of that like code break. So it said the error's at line 204, but it's actually in this section of the code that starts at line 204. And there you go. It tells you the exact line right there. So you just have to make sure that your code is perfect before you do the knit word, and the best way to do that is, I mean, in my original one, I can just clear everything, and then just kind of work your way through it. If you see any errors, you know, if you can just hold down Control Enter on a fresh start and do the whole thing, or highlight everything and do all that, then you should be good. See, I'm getting some errors here. I'd probably go back and just make sure that everything's working. But it was my Markdown, so all right, there you go.